I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for our main event of the evening. Scheduled for 15 rounds in the welterweight division. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Tommy Hearns' unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action. Ross is coming down to the ring right now. Not seeing much personality out of this ring walk.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. What's the easiest way for a power puncher to go out and get a good, solid win against a guy like this who has a tendency to have low stamina?
Forget that you're a power puncher. Go in there like you're a singles hitter. You'll get the home run.
Able to cover up that gut. He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Get in there! Let's go, hit him!
It's okay. Pay him back.
Halfway through round number one. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Nowhere close, that punch by Ross. Tommy Hearns lands a big shot there.
Come on, kid, focus.
That's it. Relax. Just like that, all right? Another round, just like that.
You're fighting his rhythm, okay? Don't fight his fight.
Ross is doing a good job of being strong on his feet right now. He was rocked in that last round, but his opponent doesn't appear to be seeing any damage standing opposite him. Gets rid of that body shot. A little head hunting with the right. halfway through round number 2. That was a miss by Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns is getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Ross is just not showing me enough offense right now. I mean, I understand he did get hurt earlier.
Yeah, he did.
But he still has to put something forth.
Yeah, he does. It's kind of like that kid who gets his hand caught in a cookie jar. You know, you're not going to give up eating cookies. You still have a sweet tooth. You want to still go back and get that snack. You better find another way. He needs to find another way.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. How about that left hand? And this round comes to an end.
Fight is fight.
Ross's effort in that last round really didn't do much for him. I just don't think he was busy.
No, he wasn't busy enough, and you start to wonder whether or not he wants to be here. It has to change quickly now, because if it doesn't, his opponent is going to kind of smell it a little bit, and he's going to start pushing a little bit more and put him in bad problems.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. This is your night. Keep closing the gap. When you get close to him, fast combinations to the body. He doesn't like those shots to the body. Okay, breathe in. Take a deep breath.
And round number 3 is underway. Two snapping jabs by Ross.
Work the body. Beat him to the punch.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. That was not well targeted by Ross.
That's it, just like that.
Ross is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Many great superstar athletes are associated with one single city, but Tommy Hearns, I mean, Tommy Hearns is Detroit Motor City through and through, isn't he?
Yeah, he is Detroit Motor City, and he runs you over like something with a motor in it. And the way he does it is from that really thin frame, usually from the outside, and he just explodes on you.
Able to dismiss that body shot.
Back to the body.
Able to get rid of that one.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. And round 3 comes to an end.
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points. Just keep throwing punches. Okay, listen, you can throw more.
Listen, okay, look, I need you to throw 3 each combination. You got to pick up the speed, all right?
Hearns is enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Did you see that? There he goes. He goes down for that headshot. Tommy Hearns beats the count, back up to his feet. Now what do you expect out of him?
Oh, we're gonna find out. The most important thing is, what is he?
Look at that. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff. He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Ross's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Ross is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Way to block there. Teddy, Tommy Hearns in his frame, 6'2", with almost that V-shape. Ross is damaged. Can you believe this? Each man has hurt the other. Ten clicks of the top. Listen, that's the kind of round that puts fans on their feet, but the kind of round that gets a corner man anxious. What do you tell a guy after he's been in a back-and-forth brawl like that?
Move your head. Keep your hands up. You know, don't get caught with those shots. We worked in the gym to get away from those shots. And one other thing, you got to give him a little confidence. Remind him, hey, we trained for a tough fight. You're ready for this.
All right, you got to bring your hands up. You must bring your hands up. Right? Now, come on, relax. Relax. Shake it out. Shake it out.
Start of a new round, and I give credit to his corner. Ross's cornermen did a really good job after a round in which their fighter was knocked down of just being calm and cool.
The way they're supposed to be. You know, we always talk about the fighter having to be calm and the experience that a fighter has. Well, that corner has plenty of experience. They just showed it.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Ross.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Tommy Hearns blocks that punch. Now he ties up there.
You got this one.
Halfway through this round. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Unable to land clean by Ross. Crashes home with a hook. Ross's right hand scores well that time. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Ross. Scores up top with a left. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Ross is putting forth an effort, but he's not being effective in that regard.
No, he's not. He's not landing when he needs to land. And it kind of reminds, he's a banger too. He can punch a little. It reminds me of an old saying that a trainer once told me. It doesn't mean anything to have a big punch. It's kind of like having a military weapon, a bomb. What good is it if you don't have a missile to get it to the target? Right now, he needs a missile to get that punch. He needs to set it up, and he's not doing that.
You gotta throw more. You gotta fight. You gotta throw more. Don't fight his fight.
The start of the 6th round. Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is not making a lot of contact, what do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit. Get a false move out of him. Get a premature move. And when he moves, then time him. Now you're going to catch him.
He's tired. He's tired.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Stay away from those.
There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
Unload. Jump on him. Nice.
Hearns is really impressing us here, defensively impressing us. I mean, it's so easy to say, wow, look at the punching, look at the power. But, Teddy, you got to appreciate what he's doing with defense.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why you can say that you appreciate, you know, the aggression or the power and all these things. He can afford to be aggressive because he doesn't get hit.
Okay, relax. Relax. Take a deep breath.
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. You need to cover up more, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Just cover up.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round.
You got this one.
Pace yourself.
Head and body. Head and body.
See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand.
Oh, you're doing great.
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Hearns' timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top.
Beat him to the punch.
No, because his opponent is not making the proper adjustments. You know, when the head is moving, the body's still there. You can't catch the head. Go downstairs to the body. You paralyze that head. You start to take that movement away. Before you know it, the guy's not quite as elusive.
Like that.
Commits to the straight right. He missed with that headshot.
Nice work. Nice work.
Hearns is left now getting into the mix. Oh, and they decide to trade there.
Let it go.
Ross is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly.
Hey, keep your hands up.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go.
This guy can't handle your big shots, kid. He ain't been punched with your kind of power. Let's make sure we make him feel it. I want to see hooks to the body, then hooks to the head, all right? Hook to the body, then to the head.
Listen, you need to move your head more, side to side, okay?
Here you go.
I want to see that head.
Well, we've criticized guys before for not picking up the pace. Here we are in round number 8. He's trailing on your scorecard. Ross has really got an opportunity here, though, doesn't he? If he just applies himself, right?
No, he does, Joe, because the other guy is doing just enough to keep him off. Just enough to stay a little bit ahead. And when you do that quickly, you can find yourself behind.
Blocks away that headshot. Tommy Hearns is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Nice. The halfway point of round number 8. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook. Accurate shot. Straight right hand comes in. Tommy Hearns is stunned and staggered. Somehow he's avoiding going down here. All of a sudden, some good defense after a lack of it cost him. Keep moving. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
All right, deep breath now. Deep breath. Relax. Relax. Are you all right? Now I need you to keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, all right? I need you to focus. Keep your hands up.
And the next round is underway in what has been a highly, highly competitive bout. Blocks that belt line well. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Tommy the Hitman Hearns with a big hitting right hand. 90 seconds into the 9th round. And now you see him scoring well with the right. Nice work. Ross is in bad shape, but he's doing the only thing he can at this point. He's tying up.
Yeah, but what I'm a little surprised at, and I think what his opponent's going to pay a price for later on, he's letting him tie up.
Keep your hands up.
Good block. block there by Ross. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round.
Relax. Don't need to pressure too much. It's gonna come now. You gotta relax and put the...
Don't fight his fights. Jab and move. Jab. Jab and throw. Throw to the body, then to the head. Then finish to the body. Yeah.
Ross's corner did a good job during those 60 seconds between rounds. You can tell that he's a fresh fighter, not the fighter that was clearly dazed in the last round.
1, 2. 1, 2.
No, he missed that right. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
You got this one.
Ross is tagged by that power punch. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Ross has got things going on his side now. Remember, this fight was going against him. Now, a good rally by him.
Some of that body work there, even when he was losing the rounds, that body work, it's starting to pay dividends right now.
And we've reached the halfway point of round 10.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut.
Get in there. Double up on your punches. He's tired. He's tired.
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go. Hearns' punch is far off the target.
You gotta give me the double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You're only giving me one jab at a time, okay? You got that? Don't doubt yourself. You're still winning.
How you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right? I need you to focus and keep your hands up and keep working the jab, okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving. You okay? Good, I need you to use your feet, all right? Move around.
Teddy, what do you think of this fight at this point? I'm looking at your scorecard, and I know you have him up by a decent margin right now, but I get the sense that anything could still happen.
Well, the fight is still wide open. I mean, he's already shown that he can affect the guy. He's shaken him a couple times. He has no trouble touching him with the jab. As long as you can do those things, you can still win the fight. Plenty of time left.
That was a fine block by Tommy Hearns. Ross is missing punches here. Now, the good news is he's throwing punches, but Teddy needs to be more accurate.
Okay, I give you the bad news.
Please.
He's throwing him to the wrong place. He's throwing him upstairs. He should throw him downstairs. This guy's moving his head. You go downstairs, you take away that head movement. Then you find him upstairs.
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there?
Hook! Hook!
And he engages in the clinch. Halfway through this 11th round.
Got this one.
Pace yourself.
He missed that uppercut.
Work the body. Head and body.
Targeting that belt line with the right hand. Unable to make an impact there by Tommy Hearns. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. And round 11 comes to an end. Tommy Hearns is in position right now to really bring home a good victory. He's up on the punch stats. He's up on your scorecard. This is his fight.
Yeah, we just hope that the judges, and you never know that. That's one thing that sometimes can really disappoint you in this business. You hope the judges see it that way, because I can't see it any other way.
You got any more of these? I'll do one. Hold it. More blood? Yeah.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Protecting his head well with his guard.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
Well off the mark by Tommy Hearns. Committing to the body work now. He lands the right hand. Tommy Hearns' defense clearly carrying things right now for him. But what else should he be conscious of beyond just this good footwork we're seeing?
Well, the old times would say, hey, you're doing the hard part, you're making a miss. Do the fun part. Make sure he pays.
90 seconds to go here in this round. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect.
Get after him.
And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Beat him to the punch.
Tommy Hearns' defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch.
That's it, just like that.
Final 10 seconds in this, the 12th and final round. Oh, he turns it over right into a hook. Tommy Hearns' corner can do nothing but just applaud him as he returns to the stool. Yet another round where he put forth more and more punishment to his opponent.
Yeah, well, they're applauding him, and they should thank his opponent for doing an imitation of a heavyweight.
Put your shots together and it'll come. Hit him with a couple of quick shots, then drop some power on him, right?
You got any more of these?
Nice work. He's hurt. He's hurt. I need you to jump on him in this round, right?
More blood? Yeah.
They start up again, back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight.
That's what I want to see.
Keep moving.
Nice.
Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Tommy Hearns' blocking ability is doing well for him there.
Back to the body. Keep your hands up.
Good block. He just missed that shot up top.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. And he just holds on there.
1-2. 1-2.
You're not focusing.
Nice work, nice work.
Keep moving.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Good defensive skill with the block by Tommy Hearns. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Ross is on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. Yet another round you can say he easily won. He's been in complete control.
You love to have these rounds as a fighter, and also you love to have these nights as a trainer, but sometimes you like just little moments early on that keep him reminded that there's still danger. He's almost forgotten that there's danger, and that could be the only risk here for him, that he gets careless.
Keep your hands up, all right? You're not protecting yourself.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Unload! Looking good.
If that keeps up, this is going to be a good night. The right hand scored by Tommy Hearns. And a power shot lands, and all of a sudden it turns the tables.
A little slow with that jab, and he got caught the right hand.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Halfway through this round here.
Keep going.
That's a good block by Ross. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right.
One, two. 1, 2.
You got this. You got this.
Now hugging on the inside.
Let it go.
Good block there by Ross. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Hearns is enjoying a good lead, and he just showed you why in that last round. Teddy, he's the fresher fighter. He has his legs. As we're in the deeper stages of this fight, he still seems like he has his gas tank on full.
Yeah, and he has his trainers and all his people in his camp to thank for it, because they did the work before they got there.
All right, breathe. Deep breath. Get some water.
We got
You
it.
good? You all right?
Taking it to the limit, they are. The 15th and final round. Ross's punch didn't come close. Good defense, just covering up down low.
Good. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hearns is the target of a hook. Ross has reached that point in the fight where his only chance is to cash in and hit lotto here. He needs that grand slam, that big knockout punch, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a pen in his hand where he can fill out the numbers, but he does have a couple fists. And what he's going to have to do is find a specific place to aim a shot. Look for one moment, one spot.
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Uncle Mo has come to visit. Momentum. Solid shot in the left hand came in. Big shot he just scored with. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ross is back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Hearns has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Last 10 seconds of the fight. Teddy, who would have ever thought it? Two guys like this, brawlers, punchers, that it would go to a decision.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you thought you were going to get a fireworks display, and you wind up getting a little bit of painting.
Tommy Hearns' work tonight was well rewarded. A unanimous decision win. Teddy, you saw it all along.
It was easy, and he saw it all along. That's the thing. He saw the punches coming all night long. He was good defensively, and he was good with that left hand.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights.